Most English learners spend years studying the language and still freeze the moment a real conversation begins, not because their English is bad, but because nobody ever taught them the phrases that real conversations are actually made of. That changes today. In the next 15 minutes, you are going to learn 25 phrases that native British speakers use every single day. Not textbook English, not grammar rules, the real, living, breathing English that makes someone stop and think, this person actually sounds fluent. By the time this video ends, you will not just understand these phrases, you will own them. Let us begin. Phrase 1. Hit the nail on the head. Imagine you're in a meeting and someone explains exactly what the problem is in one perfect sentence. Everyone nods. That's when you say they hit the nail on the head. It means they got it absolutely right. Listen and repeat. You have completely hit the nail on the head with that point. You have completely hit the nail on the head with that point. Phrase 2. Under the weather. Suppose you wake up one morning feeling tired, a little dizzy and not quite yourself. Not sick enough to go to hospital, but not well enough to feel normal either. That feeling has a perfect British phrase. You're under the weather. It means feeling unwell or slightly ill. Listen and repeat. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I think I'll stay home. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I think I'll stay home. Phrase 3. Bite the bullet. Think about something you have been putting off for weeks. A difficult conversation, a tough decision, something unpleasant that you know you cannot avoid forever. The moment you finally stop delaying and just do it, that is when you bite the bullet. It means to do something difficult that cannot be avoided any longer. Listen and repeat. I did not want to have that conversation, but I just had to bite the bullet and get it over with. I did not want to have that conversation, but I just had to bite the bullet and get it over with. Phrase 4. Beat around the bush. Let us say someone asks you a direct question, and instead of answering it, they keep talking about everything else except the actual point. They are going around in circles, avoiding the truth completely. In British English, you would say they are beating around the bush. It means to avoid getting to the point. Listen and repeat. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me what the problem is. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me what the problem is. Phrase 5. Once in a blue moon. Picture a friend who almost never calls you. Months go by without a single message, and then one ordinary Tuesday morning, your phone rings and it's them. That is a once in a blue moon moment. It means something that happens very rarely, almost never. Listen and repeat. He only calls me once in a blue moon, so I was genuinely surprised to hear from him this morning. He only calls me once in a blue moon, so I was genuinely surprised to hear from him this morning. Phrase 6. Spill the beans. Suppose your friend knows a secret and you are desperate to find out what it is. You keep asking and finally they give in and tell you everything. That is when they have spilled the beans. It means to reveal secret information, sometimes accidentally. Listen and repeat. She spilled the beans about the surprise party before anyone was ready. She spilled the beans about the surprise party before anyone was ready. Phrase 7. Cast an arm and a leg. Think about walking into a shop and finding something you absolutely love. You look at the price tag and your eyes go wide. It is incredibly expensive, far more than you expected. In British English, you would say, it costs an arm and a leg. It simply means something is extremely expensive. Listen and repeat. That new restaurant in town is lovely, but it costs an arm and a leg. That new restaurant in town is lovely, but it costs an arm and a leg. Phrase 8. Break the ice. Consider walking into a room full of people you've never met before. The silence is awkward, nobody knows what to say. Then someone makes a joke and suddenly everyone relaxes and starts talking. That person broke the ice. It means to say or do something that makes people feel comfortable in an awkward situation. Listen and repeat. He told a funny story to break the ice at the start of the meeting. He told a funny story to break the ice at the start of the meeting. Phrase 9. On the fence. Let us say someone asks whether you prefer tea or coffee, and you genuinely cannot decide. You like both equally. You're sitting right in the middle, unable to choose one side. That's being on the fence. It means you haven't made a decision yet, and you're unsure which side you agree with. Listen and repeat. I'm still on the fence about whether to accept the job offer. I'm still on the fence about whether to accept the job offer. Phrase 10. Let the cat out of the bag. Suppose you're planning a surprise birthday party for your best friend. Everyone knows except them. Then someone accidentally mentions it in front of them and the whole surprise is ruined. That person let the cat out of the bag. It means to accidentally reveal something that was meant to be secret. Listen and repeat. I nearly let the cat out of the bag when I mentioned the gift in front of her. I nearly let the cat out of the bag when I mentioned the gift. Phrase 11. Get out of hand. Picture a small disagreement between two friends that slowly turns into a loud argument with everyone involved. What started as nothing has become something nobody can control anymore. That situation has got out of hand. It means something has become impossible to control or manage. Listen and repeat. The argument got completely out of hand before anyone could stop it. The argument got completely out of hand before anyone could stop it. Phrase 12. Pull someone's leg. Think about a friend who tells you something completely unbelievable and you're not sure whether to believe them or not. You look at them and say, "Are you pulling my leg?" It means you're asking if they're joking or teasing you. It has nothing to do with legs at all. Listen and repeat. You can't be serious. Are you pulling my leg right now? You can't be serious. Are you pulling my leg right now? Phrase 13. Take it with a pinch of salt. Suppose someone tells you something that sounds a little too good to be true or slightly exaggerated. You listen, but you do not fully believe every word. You take it with a pinch of salt. It means to not completely believe something because it might not be entirely accurate. Listen and repeat. I heard what he said, but honestly, I would take it with a pinch of salt. I heard what he said, but honestly, I would take it with a pinch of salt. Phrase 14. Burn bridges. Consider leaving a job in a very unprofessional way, saying things you should not say, and leaving everyone with a bad impression of you. You have burned your bridges with that company. It means to permanently damage a relationship so badly that you can never go back. Listen and repeat. Be careful how you leave. You do not want to burn bridges with people who could help you in the future. Be careful how you leave. You do not want to burn bridges with people who could help you in the future. Phrase 15. See eye to eye. Let us say two colleagues always disagree on everything. Every meeting becomes a debate. They simply cannot agree on anything. They do not see eye to eye. It means two people share the same opinion or agree on something, usually used when they do not. Listen and repeat. We rarely see eye to eye on how to approach these kinds of problems. We rarely see eye to eye on how to approach these kinds of problems. Phrase 16. Get a taste of your own medicine. Think about someone who is always late to every meeting. Then one day they're waiting for someone else who is also very late. Now they know exactly how it feels. They're getting a taste of their own medicine. It means experiencing the same unpleasant thing you have done to others. Listen and repeat. He was always interrupting people, so it was good for him to get a taste of his own medicine. He was always interrupting people, so it was good for him to get a taste of his own medicine. Phrase 17. Sit on the fence. Picture a debate where everyone around you has a strong opinion on one side or the other, but you refuse to commit to either position. You are sitting on the fence. It means to avoid taking sides or making a clear decision on something. Listen and repeat. You can't sit on the fence forever. At some point, you have to make a decision. You can't sit on the fence forever. At some point, you have to make a decision. Phrase 18. Blow off steam. Suppose you've had a really stressful day at work where everything goes wrong. After work, you go for a long run or call a friend and talk everything through. You feel so much better afterward. That's blowing off steam. It means releasing your frustration or stress in a healthy way. Listen and repeat. I just need to go for a walk and blow off some steam after that meeting. I just need to go for a walk and blow off some steam after that meeting. Phrase 19. A blessing in disguise. Let us say you miss your train and feel frustrated. Then you find out that train was delayed by 2 hours and you ended up catching a faster one. Missing that train was actually a blessing in disguise. It means something that seems bad at first but turns out to be good in the end. Listen and repeat. Losing that job turned out to be a real blessing in disguise for her. Losing that job turned out to be a real blessing in disguise for her. Phrase 20. The ball is in your court. Consider making someone an offer and now you're waiting for their response. You have done everything you can. The next move is entirely theirs. The ball is in their court. It means it's now someone else's turn to take action or make a decision. Listen and repeat. I have told him exactly how I feel. The ball is in his court now. I have told him exactly how I feel. The ball is in his court now. Phrase 21. Back to square one. Think about spending weeks working on a project only to find out it doesn't work at all, and you have to start completely from the beginning again. That's going back to square one. It means starting over from the very beginning after a failure or setback. Listen and repeat. The plan didn't work, so now we're back to square one. The plan didn't work, so now we're back to square one. Phrase 22. Bite off more than you can chew. Suppose you volunteer for 5 different projects at work, all at the same time. Within a week, you're completely overwhelmed and can't manage any of them properly. You have bitten off more than you can chew. It means taking on more responsibility than you can handle. Listen and repeat. I think I have bitten off more than I can chew with all these commitments. I think I have bitten off more than I can chew with all these commitments. Phrase 23. Every cloud has a silver lining. Picture a terrible week where everything seems to go wrong, but then you notice that one of those bad situations actually taught you something valuable or led to something unexpectedly good. Every cloud has a silver lining. It means there is always something positive to find in every difficult situation. Listen and repeat. It was a tough experience, but every cloud has a silver lining, and I learned a great deal. It was a tough experience, but every cloud has a silver lining, and I learned a great deal. Phrase 24. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let us say you need to go to the post office and the supermarket. They happen to be right next to each other, so you do both in one trip and save yourself a second journey. You have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. It means to accomplish 2 things with a single action. Listen and repeat. I called her on the way to work and killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I called her on the way to work and killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Phrase 25. Speak of the devil. Consider talking about a friend and saying how you haven't seen them in ages.
Then, at that exact moment, they walk through the door or call your phone. That is when you say, "Speak of the devil." It means the person you were just talking about has suddenly appeared. Listen and repeat. Speak of the devil. I was just telling everyone about you. Speak of the devil. I was just telling everyone about you. And that's 25 phrases completed. These 25 phrases are now part of you. The next time you're in a conversation and the right moment comes, your mouth will find them before your brain even has to think. That's not luck. That is what practice builds. Now, here's something important. We have 25 more phrases waiting for you in part 2, phrases that are just as useful, just as natural, and just as powerful as the ones you practiced today. But I need to know you want it. So here's what I want you to do right now. Leave a comment below and just write part 2. It tells me you're serious about your English, and it tells me to get that video out to you as soon as possible. And if this video helped you today, if even one of these phrases made you think, "I'm actually going to use that," then please give this video a like. It takes 1 second and it helps this channel reach more English learners around the world who need exactly what you just received today. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. Hit that subscribe button and the bell so you're the first to know when part 2 arrives. I'm proud of you for showing up today. Keep speaking, keep believing, comment part 2 below, and I'll see you in the next one.